Stop everything. If you're a green card holder planning to travel abroad, you need to know what to expect when re-entering the U.S. in 2025. The rules have changed, and the stakes are higher than ever. From documentation to potential scrutiny at the border, we're breaking it all down so you can travel with confidence. Let's go! Part 1. The basics. What green card holders need to know. First things first. Your green card is your golden ticket to re-entering the U.S. But it's not a guarantee. Here's what you need to know. Carry your green card. Always have your valid green card with you when traveling. If it's expired, carry the renewal receipt from USCIS to prove your status. Bring your passport. You'll need your passport from your home country for international travel. Make sure it's valid for the duration of your trip. Re-entry permits. If you plan to stay abroad for more than 6 months but less than 2 years, apply for a re-entry permit to avoid complications at the border. Pro tip, keep your documents organized and easily accessible to avoid delays during inspections. Part 2. The 6-month rule, why it matters. Here's the deal. If you stay outside the U.S. for more than 6 months, you could face additional scrutiny when re-entering. Why? Because immigration officers might assume you've abandoned your residency. Less than 6 months. You're generally safe from questioning about your residency status. 6 to 12 months. Be prepared to explain why you were abroad for so long and show proof that you maintain ties to the U.S., like a home, job, or family. More than 12 months. You'll need a re-entry permit or risk losing your green card altogether. Pro tip, keep records of your ties to the U.S., like utility bills, tax returns, or employment letters to prove you haven't abandoned your residency. Part 3. What happens at the border? Re-entering the U.S. isn't always smooth sailing. Here's what to expect. Primary inspection. CBP officers will check your documents and ask basic questions about your trip. Secondary inspection. If there are any concerns about your status, travel history, or past legal issues, you might be sent to secondary inspection for further questioning. Know your rights. As a green card holder, only an immigration judge can revoke your status. You're not obligated to answer every question or let officers search your electronic devices, but refusing could delay your entry. Pro tip, stay calm, answer questions honestly, and have your documentation ready. Part 4. Common pitfalls to avoid. Green card holders traveling abroad often face challenges when re-entering the U.S., and some mistakes can cause unnecessary delays, or worse, jeopardize your residency. Let's break down the most common pitfalls and how to avoid them like a pro. 1. Expired green card equals trouble at the border. Imagine landing in the U.S. only to discover your green card has expired. It's not only a headache, it can create serious complications. If your green card is expired, airline trouble. Some airlines might not even let you board your flight without proof of valid status. Re-entry delays? Immigration officers may send you to secondary inspection, where you'll need to prove your residency. How to avoid it? Renew early. Start the renewal process 6 months before your green card expires to avoid any hiccups. Carry renewal proof. If your green card is expired but you filed Form I-90, application to replace permanent resident card, bring your receipt notice as proof. 2. Extended absences can signal abandonment of residency. One of the biggest concerns for green card holders is how long you can stay outside the U.S. without raising red flags. Stays longer than 6 months can make Customs and Border Protection, CBP, officers question whether you've abandoned your U.S. residency. 6 to 12 months. Expect questions about why you were gone so long. You'll need to show proof you maintain ties to the U.S. more than 12 months. Unless you have a re-entry permit, CBP might treat your green card as invalid due to abandonment. How to avoid it? Limit your absence. Aim to return to the U.S. within 6 months to avoid extra scrutiny. Apply for a re-entry permit. If you plan to be gone for an extended period, up to 2 years, apply for a re-entry permit before you leave. This document signals your intent to maintain residency. 3. Legal troubles equals red flags. Past legal issues, even minor ones, can come back to haunt you at the border. CBP officers have access to your immigration and criminal history, and certain offenses can trigger additional questioning or even removal proceedings. Unresolved cases, outstanding warrants, or unresolved legal matters can lead to detention or denied entry. Deportable offenses. Some crimes, like fraud or drug-related offenses, can make green card holders deportable. How to avoid it? Clear up issues before you travel. Resolve any legal matters, pay fines, and complete required programs before leaving the U.S. Consult an immigration attorney. If you're unsure whether past legal issues might affect re-entry, seek professional guidance. 4. Forgetting proof of U.S. ties. CBP officers are trained to spot cases where residency might have been abandoned. If you've been gone for a while, be prepared to show that you've maintained strong ties to the U.S. Proof of employment. Bring pay stubs, a letter from your employer, or other job-related documents. U.S. property records. Lease agreements, mortgage statements, or utility bills demonstrate that you maintain a home in the U.S. Family ties. If your spouse or children are U.S. residents or citizens, bring documentation to prove your connection. Tax returns. Filing taxes as a resident is strong evidence of your intent to remain in the U.S. How to avoid issues? Keep these documents handy when traveling abroad for extended periods, especially if you're approaching or exceeding the 6-month mark. 5. Not knowing your rights at the border. Green card holders have rights, but being unprepared or unaware can lead to stress at the border. Secondary inspection. Being sent for additional questioning doesn't mean you've done something wrong. It's a standard procedure if officers need more information. Stay calm and cooperative. Searches of electronic devices. CBP has the authority to search your phone, laptop, or other devices, but you're not required to provide passwords unless instructed by a court order. Refusing access, however, could delay your entry. How to avoid trouble? Know your rights. Only an immigration judge can revoke your green card. Understand what CBP officers can and cannot do. Stay calm and polite. Answer questions truthfully but succinctly, and don't argue or get defensive. The bottom line: preparation is everything when traveling abroad as a green card holder. By avoiding these common pitfalls, like letting your green card expire, staying outside the U.S. for too long, or ignoring legal issues, you'll ensure a smoother re-entry process and protect your permanent residency status.
Thanks for watching. We hope you found this video helpful as you prepare for your move to the United States. If you found value in the information and advice provided, please consider supporting the podcast on Patreon. Your donations will allow us to continue creating new episodes and videos to help even more people with their relocation to America. Just visit patreon.com/movingtotheus to sign up. Until next time, best of luck with your move.